So stupid, bro.
I hope everybody
Look at
here
him, bro. Look at him.
is going to enjoy the meal that is placed in front of them. Some of you chose steak. Some of you chose absolutely nothing. Failure. Something that none of you, well, before yesterday, months and months, you've done nothing but show how tactical you can be. Show how you can get things done when it matters most. But yesterday, everything that we saw in you throughout the year seemed to have just vanished. We can sit here and blame the weapons that we were given, like one of you did on this table,
Type shit.
even though the weapons that were provided were everybody's choice. We can put blame on the amount of grenades that you were given,
Type
when
shit.
again, that was everybody's choice. But ultimately, everybody played a role. And why yesterday did not go to plan. We can sit here and say this was impossible. You had to fight a bunch of cops. A lot of you here put down cops like it's nothing. 30,
I don't know.
40.
Whoa.
According to our surveillance,
Whoa.
there were only 16 cops. The real army were wiped out by that bomb. So, you were all given a task that required precision, coordination, and loyalty. No second guessing anybody's commands. No whispering in people's ears, saying this, saying that. Sure, it was hard. But there's a reason why you were picked. You're not amateurs. Now that everybody's under the same room, anybody, feel free to speak at any given time. Because again, blood will be spilled. Everybody here failed. However, you're only as strong as your weakest link.
I'm gonna do it.
Someone clearly didn't play their part. And I'm sure Edgar and Brandon can understand this. Who was the first domino? The floor is yours.
I have a question. Was it ascertained if the bomb was faulty or not? Any confirmation regarding that?
Chang, Brandon, would you like to speak about what you were demonstrated?
I was called up to Fort Zancudo yesterday, where I was given a demonstration by Charlie stating that it was the same fuse on the bomb that he's going to demonstrate versus the one that Brandon called in. And we timed it. It was 10 seconds.
I also went up to Zancudo, and the same thing was shown to me as well. I will say, me and Forehead drove up and down that road and even timed it. Forehead, I'm pretty sure, we don't see eye to eye out there all the time, but me and you counted. Me and you came up with the exact spot to call that bomb in. To me, it blew up way before 10 seconds, but adrenaline, all that, I don't know.
I'd say it was closer to 2 or 3 seconds
That's cap. I ain't
before
gonna
I
lie,
heard you
that's
say you
cap.
called it in.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
Or
cap.
maybe it was
2 or 3
Floyd who
seconds
said
is
it.
cap.
And then hearing the explosion go off.
Forehead was sitting next to me maintaining radio comms while I
Whoever
had the
said it
phone
on
in my
radio.
hand. Yeah. So what happened? I had the phone in my hand with the number ready to call. When it hit the yellow pylons, that's when we deemed it was the best time to make the call, because if it blew up completely outside the tunnel on the other end, you guys would have got marked by the explosion, correct? So we thought at the front of the tunnel or somewhat past the middle would be the best call. So me and Forehead even did an extra drive down through, and it took us like 15 seconds to get to the end of the tunnel. We were told 10 to 15 seconds on the bomb, so that's what we did.
Well, I'm not gonna correct them because it makes us
I
look
made
good.
the call. I
Makes
told
us
Forehead
look
I'm
like we
calling.
failed the mission
Forehead
because of faulty
immediately
equipment.
went over radio, said I'm calling.
So I'm not gonna call out cap
Well,
on
he's
it.
calling. He's calling. And then I heard Misha say on the
But
radio,
it is
it's
cap.
calling, it's calling, it's calling. And then the bomb blew up. My guess was anywhere between 5 to 7 seconds on the bomb. More closer to 5.
I like to ask the bomb placers.
What about it?
I want to ask the state of that bomb. Was it brand new? Was it faulty? Was there a wire hanging out?
I never saw her touch the bomb. I wouldn't know.
No, it looked like a phone strapped to a brick of C4. And I got it from here and I went straight there and put it on the fucking car.
Maybe somebody got hungry and started nibbling on the wires.
Hey,
Nah,
speaking of
it was
hungry,
fine.
dog, hey, you got any more of this steak?
Yeah, you could have my Forehead. Medium rare. You like that?
Yeah, my dog.
Yeah.
Here, have some herring as well. Fresh caught this morning.
Frank, it's funny that everybody here has claimed that the bomb went off nearly instantly. You were the one that placed that bomb, Frank.
I
He
was?
get impressed. He get impressed. Type shit.
You were the one given a task to
Hey, we're gonna blame this
Building
motherfucker, bro. It wasn't
bridge.
our fucking fault.
a stronger bridge between the Faceless and you. I understand there's some sort of personal vendetta with the person you were sitting next to.
See, that's where you're wrong.
Mm.
I don't give a fuck
nah.
about Edgar. I don't.
Oh, no.
I hope he fucking lives his life in a cult the rest of his life. I just don't care. There's nothing personal is ever going to get between me and business.
So let me ask you bluntly and directly. You didn't do anything to that bomb, Frank.
Nope. I went straight to Fort Zancudo and I planted it on the vehicle you told me to. I didn't touch it. I didn't fiddle with it. I didn't do anything. I just put it where you told me to, and that's it.
I've spoken to everybody in this room except Frank and Freddy. I'm sure not
He's
everybody
standing on
believes
business.
that.
Forehead could never do that.
And if you don't, speak up.
I don't know what the fuck
Here
you
is
said,
the
'cause
thing.
Spamming teeth.
It's
again.
mathematics. 10 to 15 seconds. Brandon says, I'm calling it in, I'm calling it in, I'm calling it in. And then things like literally instantly after, pulse, big explosions. Okay, let's assume Fred and Freddy didn't fuck with the bomb. Okay, let's say they did a good job, like good boys, and put it on. Now is the task. Flash come with the helicopter pass in the tunnel. And now is our cue to rush the package. We start going in the tunnel. And Shank gets hit by a car. I believe the Oracle hacked
Oracle.
one of the...
Cars, yeah.
It was a self-driving car, see it flattening him against the wall. Now I'm driving, and I'm taking fire in my car. And I look behind me for my support. And Misha, you go in the opposite direction. Why?
Oh, no.
I didn't see you going in. I saw only Shan getting hit by a car and before that blasted in a wall of fucking fire.
Oh, nah, I'm gonna make this shit.
We aren't tasked to throw our lives away without no reason. And you were supposed to go first there.
Oh, no.
We were supposed to just fire.
Oh, no.
We were supposed to rain down the fire. So At first we did it, then I saw Shang going down. I wanted to move closer. But then it was just so much fire that it was like, we would go down.
Why you not call out that you know you're turning around? Because I look back and you go in the opposite direction. And you force me to spin, to follow you.
I think I said it on the radio. It's just
But
too
why
much fire from
again?
there.
Why again you go backwards?
Well, the plan went to shit. We were going into funnel of death. They were too far away for us to even see properly what's inside there. We see Shang getting gunned down and hit by a car. And
hold on,
I
I'm
just
gonna
want to say
I'm gonna have to
here
stir a
that
little
you
bit. I'm gonna have to stir a little
also
bit.
admitted that it
I
was a
have to
good
do it.
idea to go back and regroup. But we didn't account into 4 fucking cop cars coming from the opposite direction and gun us down not even 1/3 through the bridge.
When did I say
If-
it's a good idea? When the fuck
Oh,
did I say that?
later when
Guys,
we're talking about it in prison.
Guys, I think we're blaming the wrong people here, okay? A lot of us were at that mission. We were shooting, you know, we're getting shot at by the police. We're getting explosions next to us, fighting for our lives. But there was one person hearing all this commotion on the radio, sitting in a submarine. Now, in my opinion, hey, I don't know if you guys agree, but it would be nice to get some help.
You know, before we run through submarine this, I wasn't there. Can somebody explain to me exactly what happened and where it all went wrong?
Yeah. What I want to know is how the fuck did the cop catch you like that lacking when you tried to go back? Or
That's
to
what we
compare?
want to know. How the fuck did the cops come from behind us on a bridge so quickly?
Fucking motherfuckers
Well,
knocking on my door like the fucking
it's a
police.
In my
Great
bro.
interrogation yesterday,
Sick of
I
this
learned that Miller was part of a flank team, and I can only assume, given the fact that that's probably the most major choke point, that they decided to flank there.
I mean, it's
I'll
kind of
let
the
it
obvious
guess.
choice. I mean, if I'm gonna hit it,
Yeah.
if you look at the fucking way down Great Ocean, there's one point where there's only one way in, one way out, and it's that point. So
Yeah.
you're
All I
either gonna
know-
get fucked from the front or the back, but it's hooked. to
All I
begin
know
with.
is me and Forehead had enough time to call in the bomb, drive up, throw a grenade, came back out, threw another grenade, and then we were getting shot from on top of the tunnel. They were already on our side of the tunnel, right in hell on us. We couldn't push in because we had all the opposing forces that were still up inside the tunnel and on top of the tunnel. So we had to engage on top of the tunnel so we could clear in. At that point, that's when we lost comms with Edgar and the rest of the front strike crew. And pretty much it was me, Edgar, me, Forehead, and Flash from there on.
You see, I talked to Sean last night, and he mentioned that the cops were already staged on the tunnel. He mentioned of a leak, potentially. Now, that could be true. However, none of you knew the route of Dogstone, meaning the moment you found out it would go that way, whoever could have tipped off the cops would have had to act extremely quickly. And so, as the cops. So I personally, and the Faceless, did not think anybody in this room leaked. What that means is, the entire plan from the start was flawed. Like I've said, I've talked to everybody here. Does everybody, or should I rather say, who does not agree that the plan and activating the bomb in that tunnel was flawed?
Well, it is flawed because it led to a failure, so it could not have been a good plan. No good plan results in fail.
If you have a good backup plan, it can still succeed.
Sure, what's up, man?
I believe there was certain advantages to using the tunnel, but I do agree that it was, if I'm mapping out, if I'm the police, it is a pretty obvious choke point. But like Edgar said, if the plan would have went the way that it was supposed to go, then it probably would have worked just fine. But it didn't go that way.
Because there's no other place in the city that, like, where else are you gonna have cover? If the bomb blew up in 15 to 10 seconds, it would have been perfect. It would have blown.
I mean, they still would have flanked you.
Edgar,
would-
So
if
is
you
it
leave,
perfect?
if
it
you
would
leave
have-
that's the one spot, then they're gonna think the same thing if they're planning for a potential attack.
It doesn't matter. That was
Of
the
course it
spot we
matters.
chose.
It
and
doesn't matter.
I actually disagree. I think if the bomb went off as predicted, sure, it wasn't the best plan in the
Well,
world.
maybe if you'd have planted that bomb properly, you know, would have been his
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
problem.
It seems like someone tweaked
I
mean,
the
if you had a
bomb
better
timer
fucking
to
plan,
go off
you still
straight
would have got
away.
flanked if it blew up in the middle of the tunnel. You still would
Yeah,
have got
but
shit
no,
on from
no, no,
behind.
chose the tunnel
Frank,
because we
Frank,
needed
hey,
cover.
hey, how about you sit on
Hold
the
on,
fucking
hold on.
side
I
there?
would
Now, how
like
about you
to-
keep doing that shit, huh?
I
mean,
would like
shit,
to know
evidently
why
it's not working when you're going.
and Freddy is yapping and they're not even there. You
Yeah,
have one
so-
job to put
Freddy,
the
You're
bomb
trying to
Freddy,
in
blame,
your
you're
bomb
trying
is
to blame the
fucking
bomb when
Oh.
your plan was shit.
All I'm
bomb
saying,
was
only
fucking
all I'm
shit.
saying is
Around.
that the plan wasn't great, but if the bomb went off as predicted, it would have been a million times better. Because yeah, we would have had cover, and we send Ed in. He gets the chip, gets the fuck out.
You get
gets
pinched
in the
from both
car.
sides if the bomb goes as planned.
You
From
get
your
pinched from
own
both sides anyway. They had
explanation.
4 fucking choppers.
It
And
sounds like you were
tanks.
fucked.
So
I
how was the
was
bomb
planned.
They
an
were
issue
fucked
then?
The
because
moment
what
I-
did you guys do? You planted the bomb and you fucked with the timer, didn't you, bitch? I know you did. I
You're
know
the
one of
people
you
who
guys.
fucking said, "Oh, I'm gonna do it in the only tunnel on the fucking side, and I'm still gonna get flanked, even if it blew up in the middle." You still would have got fucked from behind.
What you don't understand, what you fail to realize, this goes to our two geniuses at the table. The policia that quote unquote pinched us came about 50 seconds after, about 1 minute after. Our plan only needed a 20-second window for the record
Okay, so you get the chip. Where do you go?
to your mom's house, pendejo.
Okay, so if you go forward,
Man,
you
who
run to
the
the flank
fuck are,
team.
who the
If you go
fuck
the
is
other way,
Fred
you run
and
to the
Freddy,
other
dog? Who
police.
the fuck are you guys?
Evidently,
The
the
one
people
that
didn't
succeeded.
fucking-
Is
that
that
they're
they
missing.
know
Shut
That's
your
who.
ass up. My ain't succeed
That's
nothing,
who.
dog.
You
Couldn't
guys
plant
know
the
an
fucking
awful lot
bomb.
about the plan for someone who wasn't there.
You just told me the fucking plan.
You're asking questions.
The policia got pinched us about 1 minute after. By the
Yeah.
way, in the plan, if the bomb exploded, it explodes, suppressing fire, rush the thing, grab, and out of there. It was perfect. No one is expecting to fight all the fucking policia. Do you know
So
that,
you
by
had
the
no
way?
plan for if things didn't go exactly as planned. Because the bomb takes 15 seconds.
Here we
for
go
him
with
to
this
be right.
fucking guy over
So
here.
you
I'm
have
a
what?
fucking-
45 seconds to execute your whole plan, and you had nothing prepared.
Well,
for if
yeah.
they had
Let me
stronger
let me
party?
tell you why. Let me tell you why. We expected that our crew would do their job properly, you know, and not put up some shitty bomb on there that doesn't blow up at the right fucking time.
Hey, I got the bomb from him. Don't blame me.
Wait,
If
so
you
we're putting
really
the
think it's the
blame
bomb,
on.
Who
If
you?
you
Wait,
know-
wait
if you-
a
if
second.
you really
Wait,
think
what
it's the
the fuck
fucking
did you
bomb,
just say,
They need a
Frank?
fucking. I don't know if y'all guys can fucking count to 10.
Okay,
the way you're
wait, can we get a
fucking speaking.
stopwatch and I have to guide him to hit the count and see if he can
Right.
count properly?
Freddy, you don't say another word. Frank, would you like to repeat what you just said?
I'm saying there's no way the bomb could have been faulty because I got
Would
it
you
from
like
you and I
to
put it
repeat
directly
what
on
you
it.
just said?
Oh no!
That I don't know if they can count to 10.
Before that, Frank, don't
Oh
play
no, he's getting
games.
pressed.
That I got it from you.
What did you mean by that, Frank?
I got the bomb from you and I put it on the truck. They're blaming the bomb, so therefore they're blaming you. I put it directly on the trunk of the fucking car, and that's it. What am I gonna fucking fiddle with the phone
No,
and
no,
blow
no.
up?
We're not blaming him. We're blaming you for putting on there wrong.
Yeah, don't put that in us.
You're blaming me for putting the bomb in there, and you guys can't fucking time when it goes off. You guys can't have a plan.
It
to
didn't go off
through
in the
fucking
right amount of
tunnel?
time.
The time wasn't right.
We're trying to figure that out.
Y'all are blaming the wrong
Frank,
fucking person.
let me make something very clear. These bombs that we provide, these weapons that we provide are tested. We don't provide dubs. Okay?
Exactly.
Exactly. Which means the bomb that you were given by Charlie, there was nothing wrong with it.
Bro,
Today,
I just love
there
seeing
was a
that staring shit,
demonstration
bro.
in front of Brandon. Last night, it was another with Shang. Shang and Brandon How many seconds would you say that blew up? Around 10.
Around 10. It was definitely longer than the one that we had for our mission.
I mean, Ford radioed it in and it blew up almost straight away. And if they had timed it correctly, as they say they did, which I saw them doing, then they know that the convoy should have exploded in the middle towards the exit, towards us. And Edgar would run in, grab the chip, we get the fuck out of there. None of the chompers would have seen him do it.
Yeah, according to the plan, me and Shang were on the side just firing at the cops inside and at the helis around to give some cover to Clark. But it was just too far away.
Let's pause for a moment. Let's forget about the bomb. Forget about Freg. Forget about Freddy. Potentially tampering with the bomb. Because I think we all know that Freg, you have been looking into the Oracle.
I have.
Now, let's put that to a pause. I know that there's someone on this table that stated it didn't really matter if the bomb blew up in the tunnel. Either way, the plan was flawed.
Who said that?
I mean, I don't think
Would you like
anyone's
to
going to be
speak
in
up?
disagreement. I
Let
agree
me
with that
ask you
statement.
something.
Wait, I said that.
You did.
That's right.
So again, from the get-go, having the bomb blow up at that tunnel was not the right choice. But that is okay. Because then, if plan A doesn't work, then you have a plan B. And if plan B doesn't work, then you have a plan C. Brandon, tell me what you told me about those plans.
That when the main plan went tits up, the three on the front were down, that we didn't really have a plan. Me and Forehead and Clark started clearing out air support and all the units, and I think we got a little caught up in that. But the opposition to that is we run into a meat grinder and get flattened, right? But still, we don't know because we didn't try. Forehead, me and you sat there and engaged all the targets, hoping that they were doing their thing on the other side. And I feel like we did a pretty good job, considering the forces that were unexpected to us. We maneuvered. We were doing our thing. But I think somewhere throughout all of that, when we weren't getting anything back on the radio, we should have realized we got to get that fucking chip. Kind of easier said than done, considering they were all over the fucking tunnels and inside the tunnels. Like I said, we probably would have ran into a meat grinder, but we never did. And the thing is, we didn't have a plan B, we didn't have a plan C, we didn't have a plan D.
This task wasn't about killing everybody you see on sight. It was causing a distraction long enough, big enough for someone to blend in easily, take us in the trunk, and leave. I like your idea of blending in with Dogstone. What happened?
It was impossible because the bomb blew up so fast that there was no way for us to mingle with them. All they would have seen is shadowy figures approaching from far, far, far down the tunnel. They would not even be able to make out our dress. They would just be able to see silhouettes that they fire upon. I would also like to say something about the plan. Now, the one person who wasn't there during the setup of the plan and only arrived about 60 minutes prior. So this doesn't concern him. But if anyone had a problem with the plan, they could have spoken it up throughout the whole ordeal while it was being planned. And not agreed to it. Agreeing after the fact and talking about all the things that it was bad, it could have been better, etc., etc., etc. Well, I think they should rather keep their mouth shut. Because hindsight is 2020 for everyone.
You're right.
Some
I
of the
agree with the plan.
see, and some of the people
We
here
all did.
again talking about what a terrible plan it was, and speaking so confidently, but I've seen them fail a fucking simple cash exchange.
Who that?
So I don't want to hear them yapping.
Who are you referring
But-
to exactly?
Our two guests.
Ah.
Now, with that said, I was the leader, so whatever fault happened, I will accept the responsibility. However, in the future, if I survive, if you have an issue with it, say it in the moment. Don't wait till after the fact. And don't go during the mission whispering to this one and that one as well that this is no good, why are we doing it this way? That's all I have to say on the matter.
During the mission,
I was
You-
told during... Sorry,
did
go
that?
ahead.
No, can you elaborate on that?
yeah.
Misha, I'll ask you direct.
Oh,
Did you go
nah.
to anyone during the mission say why Edgar leading it, why he doing this way and that way?
No? Huh?
Oh, nah.
During the mission, where I was on the cameras all the time, sitting next to Shang,
Or a little prior while we're planning stages?
when I was driving around providing all of your equipment, setting up 2 helicopters for emergency extract just before, or when I was preparing a bike for you, or when? Please
Nah,
tell me.
bitch, standing on
It's a yes or no
business.
question, did you?
Bitch, standing on.
No, what you mean by, like, please
DJ
elaborate.
Cooper,
What,
DJ Cooper, what you say to Clark?
You know what you spoke to me about, Misha?
Oh,
About
nah,
concerns
he got
about
snitched
specific
on.
people being in the
He
group,
just got
being on the
snitched
job.
on. Nah.
Do you not?
the concerns?
Yeah.
There was a
About
question.
Edgar and Clark.
Yeah, there was a
and Apple.
question to me if I trust everybody. And I never hide anything
Okay.
from anybody.
Good save.
And I said, I don't have full trust. But it wasn't a full trust in the leadership skills. Because very quickly, Edgar, before checking fully where is Shang, somehow Apple showed up.
What?
Why?
Yeah, what of it, senor?
Yeah. I'm saying, like, you were bringing your people in instead of checking with people that were appointed to be part of the mission.
Okay, senor, I will explain to you clearly. Although, regardless of whatever you think, you are at fault for not talking to me direct, as I was assigned to lead when Fort Hague was no longer a part of it. I did what is called taking initiative. But when I was told by my boss not to do, I pulled back. Now, if you had issue, you could have stepped forward to me and say, why this person, that person? But why you telling DJ Cooper that?
I was asked question.
Why he
I
don't
did
have the
not ask
answer
you
to
a
your
question.
but he don't
I'm
have
not
the
saying
answer
you.
to your question. I have the answer, but you didn't ask me, so you're not seeking answers. You're seeking to stir.
No, I don't seek to stir. Sorry, but that's not the case. And
You
I've
know-
been told. No, I've spent time, hours setting up the surveillance for everybody, preparing everything for everybody. I was tasked making sure that communication is the key between people, provide information and updates, equipment, surveillance, preparation. And I did that.
Senor, why you bring that up to DJ Cooper when he don't have the answers to your question, but Edgar have the answer, but you not go to him?
It's very hard to catch you, Edgar. I just want to remind you that for a long time, I was trying to have a chat with you for last good couple days, and you always were, not providing me set time. So
Oh, nah.
you also need to take into consideration that we've spent whole day when you called me day before, when I was all time with you preparing the plan. We all put our hand into it.
Now, Misha on business.
Amigo, are you really? You tried
were
to
you-
meet me with
No.
several days prior to interview me on
No,
some
no, no,
random
no,
philosophy. You're really gonna put that?
No.
compare
I'm
that
just
to our
saying that.
job?
I'm just saying, why the fuck are you blaming me for that? Like, I'm sorry, but what the fucking hell?
Hold on, Misha. Were you trying to speak to Edgar about the plan?
No, I'm saying that in general, I feel that Edgar was not very much wanting to hear to whatever I have to say.
Oh nah.
Are you trying to make me a scapegoat now? Are you trying to make me a scapegoat right now?
Are you
Are you
kidding me?
kidding me?
What did you provide during the job or suggest that I shut down? On the contrary,
What
I
I
believe I was
provided?
very...
I said about trying to infiltrate the group, the Darkstone, before they even leave. I've mentioned that. You guys shut it down. That's not possible.
Did you guys,
You
did you guys hear him say he wanted to infiltrate the group before he moved? Brandon, did you shoot down that idea?
I wasn't
I
at the
didn't-
planning meeting, so I can't.
I didn't shoot down the
Keep going.
idea. I do remember something like that being said, and we all sat there in agreements together, not just you shutting down an idea, that would be very hard. And we know when there's an extra car or an extra person in our group, and you will probably be spotted pretty fast.
Yeah.
But you
I'm
did
just
not
saying
shoot
that-
down any idea, no.
No, I'm not saying that you shoot down the ideas.
I wasn't
I'm
there
saying
for
that
this.
I was bringing up ideas.
I can't. I literally wasn't
Sorry
there for this.
for not wording it perfectly correctly. I'm very sorry. This language is not my first one, so I'm trying my fucking best. But I don't understand this blaming right now that you're doing. Like,
If-
there was no attempt at steering. I was just
No, this wasn't stirring. You directly told me that you do not trust 3 people out of the 6 that were chosen in this group. That's what you
Cooper.
I
told
was
me
Cooper, when was this
Yes.
said?
yesterday morning when I first woke up.
Is that true, Misha?
Oh nah.
Because this crew is only as strong as your weakest link. And if there's trust issues, well, we can't have trust issues.
it wasn't a trust issue in a capability. I was told to not trust fully, to keep an eye out, trust and verify. And that's what I was doing all the time.
I still want to know why you retreated out of the tunnel.
Well, there were no orders, no directions given by you.
I literally
And-
said, let's go in the tunnel. We push now. We're going in. Shango kid crush. My car is
I
getting
went
lit
after
up.
Shang- I
look
went after Shang.
behind
I was
me.
behind
I
Shang.
literally look behind me. You're going the opposite direction out the tunnel.
I do
went
remember.
behind-
I do remember Edgar calling over the radio and said, "Brandon Forehead, what's your status?" I said, "We're fighting." He said, "We have to push in. We have to go help." Is what Edgar said. I do remember that clear as day. I was putting on my fucking thermal goggles, shooting at a fucking cop in a bush.
I pushed in after Shang. There was wall of fucking fire. Did a Yui. I saw you also retreating.
After
And you said-
your Yui, amigo.
I saw you also turning.
Obviously, because you're not coming with me.
It was a death
So
tunnel.
nobody
There was nothing we
pushed in
could do
the
We
there.
tunnel.
agreed to kamikaze, amigo. I said if I go grab it, once I'm in the trunk, they're probably going to shoot me down. If I go down, the next guy in line grab it.
I disagree with this
So
assessment of
nobody
the
pushed in
situation
the
on our
damn
end.
tunnel.
Like, you said
Okay,
you were the leader.
disagree.
There was a very changing situation in that part of the mission because the bomb went up completely different place, right? So you as a leader could change the plan. But charging heading first into wall of lead is not it. And you also didn't say after Shang went down, you also started turning because you saw what's against us. It was better to reposition and try and figure out anything else than charging head first into line of fire. And
I got
we
shot by
would
a tank round, just by the way. It was some kind of APC with a massive cannon on top of it.
and you agreed that going away from the tunnel and repositioning was not a bad idea. The issue was, though, that we encountered another group of cops that gunned us down immediately before we even went through half of the bridge.
You know, I accept responsibility for not dying in that tunnel. I should have charged ahead long.
Here's my issue that I've seen. because I have spoken to each and one of you individually. Edgar, yes, was could say, the leader. Making sure everything is organized, making sure everybody's on the same page. That doesn't mean everybody else grows complacent. You don't agree with something, you show initiative. If you don't like something, you say it. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about Edgar being the leader. This is about the Faceless succeeding, which benefits everybody on this table. You see, sure, this task was very hard, not impossible. This was hard. That is why you were picked. Because throughout the last year, you have shown nothing but success. All those gang wars that you guys boast about, boosting your ego, fighting over reputation and drug turf. But when the fight truly matters, look what happened. Complacency. Nobody adapting. Sure, the bomb went off. Seconds. No plan B. No plan C. But there are two things here that I can see. The bomb was the major issue. I can agree on that. Frank, planning the bomb. Did he tamper with it? But there is something Brandon told me that no one else has talked about. Everybody had the number to that bomb. It's someone here called out on purpose to sabotage the entire operation.
May I make a suggestion, senor?
As you please, Edgar.
This is a very beautiful, beautiful thing. Is it possible to set up a procedure so that every phone number here is subpoenaed or something of the sort within that window to
If he does
see
that, he's gonna
if
see
any
his own
outgoing
number
call
saved
came
as
from
cloud.
anyone's SIM card around this table? Is that at all possible? For that I will give millions.
Millions? Hold on now. I'll do that.
That
shit for
I'll
right there
contact.
may be the key.
I'll contact my sleeper agent within the PD to do a subpoena. Who I could contact. Well, some of you know about that judge. But I'm going to give you the chance. Maybe it was a mistake. On accident. Did anybody here except Brandon call that number? Because we will find out. Because if no one did, and as Brandon and Shank saw with their own eyes, that bomb takes 10 seconds minimum to explode.
I'm not gonna lie,
Just
chat.
so we're on the same page.
I think it was 10
Everybody
seconds when
during the
the bomb exploded.
task,
We're just stupid.
do you all agree that that bomb exploded within seconds?
100%.
That's right. They're just blaming these other
I'd say
guys.
about 3
They're
seconds.
just
4
blaming
seconds.
these other guys. That shit was definitely 10 seconds, bro. We're just blaming these two guys.
Aubrey, if you had to choose one person, the first domino. Again, everybody here failed. Everybody here plays a part in the reason why yesterday did not go to plan. Actually, Aubrey, before you answer that question,
Oh.
let me ask this to everybody. Do you guys truly think that Wyatt's chip in the Oracle's hand, and now the PD. You think we're worried? The Faceless.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I've said this to one or two people in this room.
I mean, they changed the
There is
plot.
something big happening. There is something big coming, and I know some of you understand what that means. The Faceless and the people that we are a part of. We haven't even begun. This is a testing phase to see if certain individuals are worthy enough to be at the top. Because power doesn't come from selling SMGs or selling magazines or shotguns or ammo. Power is controlling the entire city. And when the people that we are a part of show their hand, I can assure you that certain people in this room would be begging they did adapt during this task, because this task was to see if everybody in this room has trust, can work as a team. Clearly we were wrong. But at the same time, that bomb did go off quick. And that does not make any sense to me. You could talk amongst yourselves. Aubrey, come with me.
Bro, what? I'm about to die.
Well, Edgar, to make something very clear here. I was told by multiple people to not trust you. I was told by multiple people to have an eye on you.
I don't believe you. Who say
Let
you?
me finish, please, all right, maybe? Not before the task. Like, not for the task, in general, right? That
Enjoy your meal.
at the end of the day, you only think about yourself and your own agenda. And
It was nice.
that was the main... Will be, probably. in the
Take
future,
this
my main
gun.
concern regarding you.
Load it
But there are two things here. Number one,
and aim it
when
at
we
the
enter this
person you
room,
believe
we work,
is the reason why this
we
failed.
serve the Faceless.
And then pull the
We
trigger.
leave all the
You said
common
loaded?
street level squabbles behind. We sold our souls to the Faceless. To the devil.
It is
I will do
loaded.
devil's bidding no matter
It's
what.
not loaded.
He has me in my palm. And if I need to work with whoever, I will work with whoever. I will leave my concerns regarding that,
motherfucking shit.
and I will dedicate myself fully to the task. And I know that you don't trust me either because you were running around yesterday. I've been told that you were telling people to not trust me.
Aubrey, give the gun back.
And
Oh.
I think you're full of shit, amigo. I don't believe you.
You useless, good for nothing, steak eating idiot. At least you can sell mugs.
You had nothing but
What does you want me to, what am I supposed to load the gun with? My ass?
one example that is otherwise.
This guy, bro.
so why you think I'm full of shit then?
What does he want
Please
me to do?
indulge me.
Well, like I said, amigo, you say that people told you not to trust me. Who told you?
Oh, I was supposed to look. Oh.
I raised my case.
I was
No,
ready to shoot
like-
somebody, bro. I was ready. Yo, I was really ready to shoot.
Why I should be telling you who told me that, right?
Because you're allowing yourself in your personal biases and whatever's going on in your freaky head.
No, he said load. No,
Fuck
chat.
with
He
your
said
judgment.
load the gun.
When in your
My
own personal
judgment-
when you in your own personal experience before yesterday, you would not have been able to cite one example where I fuck you or lie or screw you.
You remember
So you
our
put-
conversation about Hemingway yesterday?
You put aside your own personal experience with Edgar and the recommendation of the boss, who's authority is absolute, to believe in some people that I don't even know if they exist
Oh,
telling you
okay.
don't trust
I
Edgar.
heard he said. I thought he said load the gun.
There's at least 3 of them sitting at this table.
Who are they? Say them.
Frag,
Aha.
He did.
Next.
Shang and Brandon told me
Hmm.
to keep an eye out on you.
What the fuck did I tell you I don't trust him?
Oh, hold on, pause.
Wait, keep an eye on who?
Yeah.
On Edgar, be wary of him.
Motherfucker, are you stupid?
Wait, what? When did I say that?
This is what I said to you, Misha. If I'm thinking back of when you're thinking about this, I said I trust Edgar to do Edgar. That's what I said. I never said keep a fucking eye on anybody. I'm not going around ratting on shit.
I'm not. Oh my god! I'm not saying like literally. You said me like I'm paraphrasing. But you know, if you want to hang up on words right now, I'm so sorry.
sick, bro. I was ready to shoot,
Look, here's
bro.
the thing.
Come on, bro.
I would not go on a mission with someone I don't trust. Let me just put it that way. That's the same reason I brought it up to you, boss. I didn't know the Phoenix person and so I didn't initially trust him. But I do trust you guys. I just think we could have done the plan better. I could have done better. We all could have done better. I do sort of blame Fred. For the most part, I don't know if he tampered with the bomb. Very suspicious.
For the record, me and Edgar have a very rich history. We don't always see eye to eye. But if it's something like this, if we walk through these doors, I guarantee you he is the same way as me, knowing that most of the time, besides yesterday, shit's getting done. Period. We don't give a fuck about all the other petty shit throughout it all.
As I said, I never doubted Edgar on the mission itself.
Yeah, like once the
I never
mission's over,
doubted
and
that
we leave the
somebody
echelon, your
won't
relations
leave
go
that.
back to normal.
Yeah, that's what I
Edgar, come
meant.
with me.
I don't know what you got
He's
the
gonna
idea
do it
that I
again.
said that.
He's gonna
I'm
do
saying
it
I don't
again.
trust him because he's in a cult, but not with a fucking mission. When his mission is mission.
I
you know what
never
mean?
said I wouldn't trust him on the mission.
After this
Why
talk,
are you bringing it up?
if you had to
I'm
choose
trying
one
to
person,
explain my words to you, DJ.
who are you
yesterday.
choosing?
I'm an open book for everybody. Like, I have nothing to hide.
Is this whoever's sitting at the table, or is it who was a part of the job yesterday?
Everything.
I will say this. Misha, I will
After what
select
happened to
for the
Phoenix.
greater good of this organization. I think Misha has a lot to learn still. And he a little caught up in his head and is making his judgment a little wrong. Am I upset with him yesterday? See, I still not give answer why he retreated. But he can do so much more good for the Faceless still. He put a lot of legwork in that job with the cameras and everything else. He took initiative
We're
to...
asking you to save someone. I'm asking you, who would you blame? If I give you a gun right now, who are you going to shoot? Because here's the thing. Sure, people have their personal vendettas merging into a faceless task, which should have happened in the first place.
Let's face it.
But the bomb, that does not make any sense.
I would shoot Freddy. He is the weakest link here. I think that Misha was greatly at fault. But as the leader, I cannot put anyone else at fault before myself. But if there is someone with the least contribution here, I say it is this Freddy guy. I don't trust this guy whatsoever, and I wouldn't advise anybody to put faith in him.
You know?
If we remove Freddy and Fred from the equation, I probably shoot Misha.
You think the bomb was tampered with? Because it should explode in 10 seconds. The fact that it was instant,
If
something doesn't make any sense.
if Fred says that, if Fred says that he was the one who put it, he would not betray you.
Tampered with.
Freddy would, I believe, but Fred wouldn't. And the solution of somebody else calling to activate that bomb, I believe, is what happened. And perhaps it is not out of the realm of possibility that the Oracle himself was not the one to access that call.
Here's the thing, Edgar. Fred gave me a book, a document of him looking into the Oracle, trying to find out who they are. Maybe the Oracle got to him.
It is very, very possible. But look, I can put my personal biases away. I find it very hard. I would like nothing more than to see both of those dead. But that serves my purpose and not this organization's. I would love to put a bullet in Misha's head. And perhaps outside this organization it may happen. But for the purpose of the greater goal, I believe everyone at that table still has a lot to give. But this Freddy guy, I just don't know. He's not in that caliber. And I will not blame anyone other before blaming myself. But it's hindsight. Period. And if someone faltered,
If you only need one small thing.
it's on me. Period.
You can sit back down.
I don't know you, but for somebody who's
Aubrey,
new to a table, you're sitting with a bunch of
The
people.
way
you
he
don't
fucked it
really
up too,
know,
right? There's no way he
so
also
you don't
fucked it up,
really
right?
fucking know, and you're chirping like you actually know.
I know how to get shit done.
Just a little.
I'll ask you one final time.
Watch how you chirp.
Who is to blame? Is there anyone to blame? Did Frank tamper with the
Say how do I
bomb?
see it. If you're not happy about it, then you're not happy about it.
Or was the plan a failure?
Honestly, sir, honestly,
Make sure you'll whisper.
Tell me.
honestly, the only thing that I want to know is if DJ Cooper was told to stay in that submarine or not. He claims he was told to stay in the submarine. Now, if he was, then I got nobody to blame. But if he wasn't, then he is to blame.
Are you putting your personal vendettas in
No,
between
I'm
this?
I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not putting no personal vendettas. While we were in the midst of fighting, he was in a submarine. He could have easily come up behind the police and helped us, but he didn't. He didn't explain that somebody told him, not from, I don't know who told him, but somebody told him to stay in the submarine. If that is the case, then it's fine. But I don't know if that is true. So if he was actually told, then I'm not blaming him. But if he wasn't, then he's to blame.
Who are you to comment on a play
Thank you.
if weren't even on the fucking battlefield?
Shine, can you come with me? After the demonstration last night and your fault yesterday,
Well,
who do you think's to
we have a little
blame?
bit more of Hemingway.
Just, should I give you a list of names, or are you asking for one?
Give me one.
I don't know. I don't trust Fred.
I don't either.
Yeah, something about the way he came in so defensive immediately just rubbed me
The
the wrong
fact-
way.
The fact that he tried to insinuate he got it from me.
He said it was your fault.
Trying to say the Faceless are providing tampered with bombs. We're not forgetting that.
Well, I thought it was interesting that he tried to put the blame on you,
Who else would you
but
say?
I also, his fucking lackey, whatever his name is, the other Fred,
Apart
that
from
guy
him,
for sure. I mean, I certainly could have done more if I had come to the fucking impromptu planning meeting, because I think I would have had a lot to say about the plan. Probably should have spoken up a lot more on the actual day. And I just think it was general. I just think it was a general lack of pre-planning on everyone's regard. I don't necessarily think it was anyone in particular.
so Ferg, you can sit down.
Yeah.
Brandon, come with me. Yo, should I make things really spicy? at the end, after this sort of meeting, after our talk, after the demonstration, who is to blame if you had to choose someone? Or who do you think sabotaged? Everybody had that number. Frank put the bomb down, but the plan itself was flawed. But as a faceless, loyal, trusted asset, if you truly cared about the future we're going to build, and you want to be a part of it, we cannot have any weakness around us. We cannot have any people playing two sides, trying to sabotage the larger game here. So who would you say?
I agree the plan was flawed, but I also agree that the plan did serve a better fighting chance if the bomb didn't blow up so early. Now, there's two ways of looking at that. You can take Mr. I'm so comfortable in here, Freddy, in there, who nobody fucking knows, who wants to run his mouth like he is a genius at forming plans and strategies. You could take it in the sense that maybe they manipulated with the bomb in some sort, or you could take in the fact that I dialed the number and maybe we were wrong with our calculations. So you can either blame me or you can blame the plan. Or you can blame... It's... I don't want to say for sure that they fucked with the bomb, Blue. I don't want to say for sure because I don't have the facts. But I will tell you this right now. That motherfucker Freddy is very comfortable at this table, running his mouth, preaching about other people's plans, when he's never even sat in a fucking room with us.
Red burst. Taste of home.
Misha, come with me. You said Brandon before.
Yeah.
They're the same name.
Not anymore. No, not anymore. He sometimes showed signs of hesitation. I was wondering if that happened and he just, called the number too early or something. But, Forehead would say something about it. Everybody else would say something about it. So he actually called it in when he was supposed to call it in.
So who? Because that bomb was not meant to blow up that instantly.
Definitely ate it all off of mine. But to be
But
fair,
the
I did give
plan
it to him.
was flawed. And that could be everybody's fault.
That
So
was
if not
everybody's
Brandon,
fault.
not Brandon, then who?
I don't have a name. As I said, I don't want any squabbles from the streets to influence my choice right now, and that's why I just cannot say Edgar. But I learned not to be naive.
Cooper. I understand what you said to me on the one-on-one meeting. You have that same mindset. You're not going to
Yes.
blame anybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, I'm about to make something really spicy here. Shit about to blow off.
A lot of people here. Some of you said names. Some of you didn't. But there's one individual here who didn't say a name. but drop something.
Oh no.
Edgar, take this. Give it a read. You see, like I said, you could say this task was hard, nearly impossible, but you have proven your worth over the years. That's why you were selected. To see if you guys trust each other. To see if you can play as a team. Because when the higher-ups and the Faceless truly begins to do what we need to do, we want people at the top with us. Not people who are going around before the mission saying don't trust this person. Not people going around not saying names because they're too scared, but then
put
dropping
this?
a notebook about someone. Not people who blame the plan, but then did nothing about it. But
Well, hold on
then
now.
we also don't want people trying to sabotage everything.
Oh.
Edgar, you like what you see?
I think it's very funny, senor, and comical.
Would you like to know who gave me that note?
I would, senor.
What's the note?
Oh, he picked it up.
I think they should pass it around. You can all take your
He picked-
turn reading it.
Oh, I thought you claimed it by picking it up. I'm not gonna lie.
Who give it?
I'm taking a
I'll
read
let that
through it.
person come clean if they would
Oh,
like.
shit, he's standing on
I
business.
gave it.
Oh, he's standing on business. He's standing on.
You giving it? And what you
I
hope to
did.
accomplish? Oh, Cooper, you're talking.
Oh,
With me.
DJ Pooper, what you think about it?
I know it's all true.
Ooh.
Do you now?
I do.
And how when you find out it was true?
And I knew that was true a long time ago. You know, you fucked over me and my crew back then.
Oh.
That whole thing.
I
Now
fucked
there's-
over your crew. Who your crew?
Yep. It was the Saints at the time.
Nah, you gotta respect that, bro.
They
DJ
saying-
Cooper. Nah, you
You
gotta
fucked
respect
over
that.
everyone who was at Sanguine. That's how I know that most of that book is true.
Go ahead, finish your preamble.
I don't know who made the book. I found the book.
It was Ursula after I had her butchered. Now I'm gonna tell you something about you. Who's supposed to be a gangbanger with tripas. You have shown yourself to be a weasel prick. If you believe me to be a snitch, why you not do something about it?
Well, I mean, he just did, no?
Why you
We
take
did
orders
something-
from
we-
me? Why
we
you
did
not
something
take
abo-
orders
I don't
instead?
take orders from you. I take orders from the guy stood at the end of that table.
What the fuck is all this shit?
I'd never take orders from a man who takes his whole gang into a house and butchers them and claims of making a new life.
Oh, this is good.
You know
This
what,
is
Misha?
good.
I might have stirred a little bit between you and Edgar, but everyone who spoke to you to not trust this man, they were telling the truth. You might call me a weasel, and I might be, you know? I might play two sides, but at least I'm not a rat, and that's what you'll always be, Edgar.
You can say what you want, pendejo. You nothing. You're a small fry. You're a bugman. With no tripas. You're so caught up in your bullshit. The only thing you can do is point to something that happened 8 years ago, which the facts you don't even understand. That's
This
not
is the shit that you talked to
once
me
a rat,
about a long time
always a
ago in the
rat,
basement.
Edgar.
Tell me one person in the city that can point to doing time in prison because of something Edgar said, you fucking prick.
Everyone who went to Sanguine.
You idiot. The fucking day that shit happened, the war was declared. Do you know that?
You exposed everything still.
Pendejo,
What would
They
have,
had done
what would have
the imp-
happened if? What would have
Listen,
happened? One.
this is what happened, you idiot. And that's what you are now, excuse me. You're Mr. Pooper Scooper the idiot. When that shit went down,
Wow, I've never seen this.
what I was doing, I did it
Never seen this.
while filling in the information to Jaeger every step of the way. And the day I did it, official war was declared, and anyone that was going there was going to be in prison for 30 years, whether Edgar was in the picture or wasn't. Jaeger gave me 2 bombs, told me to blow up a military jet. And the scheme I devised was to give the bomb to the police and have them blow it up and give me a picture so I was not killed. He laughed and thought it was a good plan. By the way,
If that's the case, then why, after the fact, back then, were you being hunted by those people?
if you really understood the depths, you will know it wasn't those people but an organization above them.
I can only go off what I know.
And you know nothing.
If you say so.
That was a good comeback. Good
It's a
comeback.
fact what I tell you.
That was a good comeback.
And I'm sick of these gangbanger killers crying about someone getting butchered. You're not in a kindergarten. I'm not a good guy, I'm a bad guy. And if you cross me, I'll put you down as well, pendejo. And you could put everything on that.
Again.
Go.
Carry on, Edgar.
I was going to tell him he liked that book so much. Go jump in Ursula's pocket.
I didn't know it came from Ursula. That book spread around the city. Whoever wrote that book has spread that around the city.
You think I
I
give a
didn't get it from anyone.
You
I didn't know
truly
who made
think-
it. I don't care who made it.
You truly think I give a fuck? I go anywhere in the city with my nose high. I know what I'm doing.
What this proves is there isn't trust along the assets. What this proves is that people that we thought are worthy to be at the top when that time does come,
Oh no.
well, clearly are not ready. But what this also proves is the first domino was then led to everybody failing. Is the reason why the plan failed. And I'm not talking about the bomb. Greg, Freddy,
Oh shit.
you guys can now leave.
Oh, come on, man. I thought you were gonna get shot, bro. Come on, dude.
You can let them out. Cooper, you can leave too. I'll be in contact. We have to talk about something privately. I'll see you soon, Cooper.
Oh, that does
you
sound good. Yo, that I see you soon. Nah, he's dead. Hey, Chad, he's done. He's done. I ain't gonna lie. This was a good meeting.
Misha as well. I'll be in contact. I just got a radio from Charlie about something. I think you'll be interested.
All right.
It's getting smaller by the second, boys.
You got people coming in here complaining about people being butchered. What the fuck have we been doing for the last... How long has it been?
Can I tell you
I don't
how
know.
many
year?
supposed gangsters asking me like why I hurt people?
Not only that, how many times, Brandon, you and I, how many times have we shot people on the fucking edge standing next to each other?
You're not wrong.
Man,
What I'm about to say is going to hurt not your feelings, but maybe some other people. All these books in this room. If you can kindly make them not hear anything that is about to be said, that would be
Oh
greatly
my
appreciated.
God, dude. Oh And mine too. Type shit. Hey, that shit crazy. Nah, that shit was crazy, chat. Only if you guys were there to hear it.
Well, unfortunately, the day yesterday proved that this crew and some of our assets that have been working alongside the Faceless clearly are not ready for something that is going to happen. If you thought yesterday was hard, it's about to get much harder. I'm sure you've all seen and heard about Nest, correct?
Of course.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They fixed up my warehouse.
Just wait, Aubrey. All those questions you have, those answers will slowly reveal themselves. Anyway, four of you know what exactly is going to happen soon. Let's hope it stays that way. Are there any questions? Well, I guess
won.
we'll see each other soon. Yes, Shay.
Where do I get myself one of these?
I was gonna watch that too.
There's a
beautiful
reason why
piece.
we let the cops find 6,000 rifle bodies. Edgar is right. It was a distraction. A distraction for the true had to begin. And for those who know and understand that, you can see that already happening. Regarding that, what you see on the table, soon, Shed. And I'll make sure you're the first one to know about it.
Can I be the second? I really like a revolver.
I'll see you all soon.
And Mr. Blow. Growing up, I always heard about the 3 R's. If you fuck up, you get the 3 R's. The roof, the river, or the revolver. Should look right on my hip, just saying. You have a good day. Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Have a good day.
Look at the guns I gotta pick up, bro. Look at my.
Everybody come into the meeting room.